Good afternoon, everybody. Let's talk about the prophetic word again today. We're going to go to 1 Corinthians chapter 15, verse 58. 1 Corinthians chapter 15, verse 58. Your homework today is going to be 1 Corinthians chapter 15. But we're going to focus our attention on verse 58. 1 Corinthians 15, verse 58. It says, "Therefore, my beloved brethren, be steadfast, immovable, always abounding in the work of the Lord, knowing that your labor is not in vain in the Lord." When you're doing something for the Lord, you know that you are. It's not in vain. Remember that. Always abounding in the work of the Lord, knowing that your labor is not in vain in the Lord. If you're doing something, like I said, that the Lord has called you to do and has directed you to do through His Word, it's not in vain. There's nothing wrong with what you're doing, and it's not going to return void, but it's going to accomplish, just like the Word of God does, it's going to accomplish what it's sent out to do, or what you're sent out to do. There's going to be, if there's a beginning, there's going to be a definite, awesome end to any work that we do with the Lord. So I want to talk about the first part of this verse. It says, "Therefore, my beloved brethren, be steadfast and immovable." I was listening to a video a few minutes ago, and it was talking about the history of the Hoover Dam. Well, at one time, the Hoover Dam was not called the Hoover Dam. It was called the Boulder Dam. And they were going to name it after the President Hoover at the time, because he contributed most of the money to support the building of this dam. And he knew, based on the people that were actually building it, that the dams that they built before didn't work. They actually broke, and the water went through the dam. It couldn't hold the pressure. And so President Hoover says, I don't want you to name it after me until it's been proven. You could change the name when it's been proven. So what they did is they built the dam, and Hoover Dam, and they began to fill it up. And the way that they began to fill it up, or how long it took 6 years to actually fill the water up, because they wanted to see, as they got higher or deeper and deeper, higher and higher, to see if it would hold. So they would fill it up 100 feet, and then they would wait. And then 200 feet, and then they would wait to see if the dam actually held. So that took 6 years to prove, to see if that dam actually was built properly to hold all that water. And there's some of you listening to this video that are going through the exact same thing. You think God has forsaken you, but He's actually proven you. He's testing what has been built in your life. And He's showing you the same thing Paul was encouraging this church to do. He was saying, "Therefore, my beloved brethren," listening to this video, "be steadfast and immovable." As the pressure comes, God won't give you any more than you can handle. God's going to know what you can handle. He's going to know what's going to hold in your life. And so there's some things that are there, and there's some things that are not in your life as a result. Only those things that He knows that the pressure will hold, will stand, will be proven. As Paul said here, be steadfast, immovable. When God asks us to do something, He knows that He's going to be there with us, doing it with us. No command in the Word of God is ever left to ourselves. It's always God giving the direction and then doing it with us. And so remember that today. So as they filled up the Hoover Dam in 6 years, obviously to this day it is held. And so when it did hold, it changed the name. And I think, as listening to the story too, had a lot to do with the name changes in the Bible. As Jacob was changed to Israel, as Abram was changed to Abraham, as Saul was changed to Paul the Apostle, as Cephas was changed to the Apostle Peter. You see all of these different things that happened. These men and some women's names were changed too. Sarai to Sarah was changed too, because they were proven. The water and the pressure in their lives began to fill up, and they could see, and God knew that they could hold their ground. He knew that they would be steadfast, and immovable. And God knows you can do it too. God bless you. Have a great day.